All right, here we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Family Over Everything, Fantasy Football. Just ahead of week number one, I have Northside Sleep. No, I'm sorry. What was the name of your team again?
Stop disrespecting me, homeboy.
Northside Only.
You know it.
All right, Northside Only. The coach of that team is my first cousin, Kyle Carmichael, who's like a brother to me. We grew up loosely together, but we spent some time, but we became very close 10 years ago upon the passing of my younger brother. This is my arch nemesis in sports, politics, and just about everything else. So we debate everything. So what I wanted to do is just introduce the whole league. We're going to do this 1 week at a time, introducing everybody until everybody knows everyone. But I wanted to start with Kyle because he has a bye for week one. Again, if you know anybody that we can get in the league and give that computer drafted team, even if it's just for participation, just so we have another human and we can finish out our league. But until then, the computer will have it, and that's what it's going to be. All right, so let's jump right in. Sleep, we call him, that's his nickname, Sleep. Sleep, you had the number 2 position in the draft. So tell me, how many years have you been doing fantasy football?
About I'll say about 5.
Okay, 5 years, 5 years. So you're pretty experienced. Have you ever won it all in any of your leagues?
Nah, I came in the top 3 1 year.
Okay, top 3. So normally, how many teams are in the league that you're in?
About 10. The least I've been in is 10. The most 12.
Okay, 10 to 12. All right. So it's pretty much similar. Like I've been in a league where it was 14, where you really had to know some people, really do some research. All right. So you had the number 2 pick, and you picked Jamar Chase, which was pretty much a given. Projected 203 fantasy points. He's owned in 99% of the leagues. What I want you to do is share with everybody because the draft is over. What was your strategy going in once you realized you had the number 2 pick?
I was trying to pick like as a lot of many dual receivers as I can. So um, going into the draft, like with Javon Chase, he's pretty much do it all receiver. And run a lot of gimmick plays for him. So I was trying to look at that as well as that's why I also drafted Debo in my slot because
Okay.
he's a dual receiver as well. So I was really trying to go get as many strong receivers as I could. And
So
so that
basically
was
what you're saying is your focus was on receivers and you wanted dual guys. You wanted guys that they could throw wide receiver screens to, that you wanted playmakers that they normally get the ball to. So let's look at your roster here, right? Your quarterback was Lamar Jackson. He's pretty much a running back, so pretty much he has projected 273 points this year. So he's a top 10 quarterback. Let's just call it what it is. And depending upon the league and the way the league is set up, he might even be a top 5. Jamar Chase is a top 3 receiver, hands down. But you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. As I look, you have you got 2 Philadelphia Eagles on your squad. Devontae Smith was a given, right? But let's jump down to your running backs right here. J.K. Dobbins. Why did you go with Dobbins?
because he's kind of like a dual threat where we're healthy. So hopefully he stay healthy. He's a kind of dual threat with Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
So they do a lot of stuff together, and I think that Lamar Jackson going to use him a lot more, especially with the weapons that he acquired this year.
Okay, so they went out and got some wide receivers, so now they can spread the field, and you can't stack the box on them. All right, so
Exactly.
let's look at this here. So when we look at the pre-draft, let me see if I can pull it up. Draft. No, that's not what I want. What I wanted to do is I want to take a look at. Let me go back. They had a chart that I actually put in our the league Yahoo Sports. What they did was after the draft, they ranked everybody, right? So let me see if I can get it.
Yeah.
And
They got me ranked like 7. That shit was stupid as hell.
so draft day projections, Northside Only, they're
How
predicting you to go
sweat.
5-10. 5-10, right? Now we look here, we look at the draft day power rankings. Northside Only is towards the bottom of our league with 1,813. So let's, in the interest of transparency, basically 1 through 7 is only separated by less than 40 points. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So on any given Sunday, that can go either way. So they got you projected as in terms of the power rankings, the draft day power rankings, 7 out of 10. They have you projected your standings 5 and 10. And then up here,
Right.
your draft grade, they gave Northside a D plus. A D plus.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's in the interest of transparency, you had guys that were hurt last year: Lamar Jackson, J.K. Dobbins, a couple of guys on your squad. Deebo Samuels was hurt some last year, but you're not worried about that at all.
No, I'm not worried about that at all. And I think the Yahoo projections are stupid as hell. And so
Oh,
that
say it ain't
that
so,
don't
Sleep. Say it ain't
that
so.
shit don't scare me
Okay. Well,
by the
see,
least bit.
okay, so this is what I'm looking at too, right? And I don't think people pay attention to this. We often look at the different types. We look at the bye weeks, right? So
Right.
Kenny Pickett and they both play for the Steelers. Freiermuth, they're going to be out in week 6. Jamar Jackson and J.K. Dobbins are going to both be out because they're both on the Ravens in week 13.
Mm-hmm.
So you pretty much diversify your weapons in terms of the bye week, which is actually a strategy because some people, I'll be the first one to tell you, in week 5, I play, I think I played a computer generated team. So I'm not really worried about that because they're projected to finish towards the bottom of the league. But in week 7, 4 of my 5-tied weapons are going to be on a bye. And I play the Green Machine, who is Luke, who also, looked pretty good during the draft. So having said that, I am pretty much really looking at, week 7 being very trying for me. But overall, they said the league draft grades. I got an A plus. Mike got an A plus. Luke got a B. Juan got a B. Then after that, it just pretty much went downhill. So I gotta call it because we only got a few minutes left. When's your projection for yourself after the draft this year? What do you think? What do you think your strengths are for your teams? What are some areas that you're going to definitely use the waiver wire to cover? And then, overall, what do you grade yourself in the draft?
I think I did based off of where I was at. I probably gave myself a C.
Okay.
My strength is going to be my receivers, and hopefully, if Lamar Jackson can stay healthy, I think I'll be fine. I think he'll be able to cover some ground for me. I like to do a lot of underdog picks. Like one year, my first year, I played I picked up Alvin Kamara. A lot of people ain't know about Alvin Kamara. This is like his rookie year. He was a sleeper. Yeah, he racked up a lot of points his first
his first
year or
4
so,
seasons, as a
whatever.
matter of fact.
Yeah. He was
But
because he jumped from like a nobody until he was like a top 4 pick.
he was an elite back that year. For the
Yeah, he
first
was
4
elite
years,
back.
so just for clarification, he's talking about Melvin Kamara, who is a running back for
Alvin.
Dalvin, yeah. So he was a running back. He is a running back for the New Orleans Saints. Now,
Right.
He was injured. He missed some time last year, and then he's suspended for the first 2 or 3 games this year. So he won't be playing. So he dropped off the map. Somebody did pick him up, and I'm going to be honest. I was looking for him as a sleeper in the later rounds, and somebody picked him up, and I just couldn't grab him. So let
Yeah,
me
I
ask you
picked
this.
him up and I just did a draft and I just picked him up.
Okay. So who is the trade? So let me ask you this. Are you open to trades for your team this year?
I'm always open for business.
All right. All right. So
somebody going to need something.
Okay. So you are open. Who were the guys on week 1 on your squad? I'm going to pull it up so everybody can take a look. Here we go. Pulled it up. You have Lamar Jackson, Chase, Devontae Smith, J.K. Dobbins, Antonio Gibson, Kyle Pitts, Deebo Samuels, James Cook, Pat Freiermuth, Michael Pittman Jr., Kenny Pickett, and Rashard Penny. Young Ho Ko as your kicker. You have New England and the Jets defense. All right. So on week 1, if somebody was looking to make a trade, who are you open to trading in week 1?
It's according to what they offering.
Okay, so let me ask you this: who on your team is a no bueno? You're just not going to trade him regardless.
Oh, Jamar Chase.
Chase is a no go. Who else?
Uh, if Lamar stay healthy, Lamar is a no go.
Okay, Lamar's a no go.
Yeah. Hold Devontae Smith in the weight room. Jesus, skinny motherfucker.
All right. So your top three picks, because looking at your roster, if we look at the projected fantasy points, right? You have
Mm-hmm.
you have three players that are over the 200-point threshold, which pretty much makes them top tier. After 200 points, you go to tier 2, right? In tier 2, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players, and some of those are playing the same position. So you have a couple of wide receivers that's in the 100-point threshold. So you got some work to do here. We're looking at now, on any given Sunday, anything can happen. I'm a firm believer in that. But looking at your roster, you have some work to do, young sir. And you got to watch out for the injury bug. You have picked players last year. Rashard Penny coming off of ACL. Lamar Jackson was hurt. I think Chase missed a couple of games. Smith was pretty sturdy. But he runs across the middle. See, A.J. Brown runs the sidelines. They send Smith across the middle. So that's why he got in that weight room. Dobbins was hurt. Antonio Gibson was the Redskin that got, the commander who was shot in the stomach. Kyle Pitts, I think, missed a couple of games, and Deebo Samuels. So, good sir, you pretty much picked some guys off the break line and put them in some key prominent positions. But like I said, it's any given Sunday. Now, you talk some major wolf tickets. Let me look at the schedule because I got to see when you and I match up. So let's take a look here. League, where's the schedule overview? Matchups. When do I play the good sir from North Trenton, Brunswick Avenue specifically? All right, where is the schedule? I'm still trying to get used to this interface. Opponents. Here we go. No, that's not what I need. Come on, Frank. All right, here we go. We had a league overview. League. Where's the schedule? Transactions, email, rosters, dues, matchups, players, commissioner. Wait, where's the schedule? All right, maybe if I go back to home. Let me go back. Go back again. I feel like grandpop on the sticks. Like it take me forever to find anything. Okay, here we go. Week 1. Week 2, Northside Sleep. Your first opponent. Okay, so let's be very clear.
Look, your shit don't even look over. Go back to that shit.
I am. I have my son. And I'm gonna grab him on the horn
Oh,
probably
he's trash. Look at
on
his
Saturday.
shit.
But I'm gonna grab him on the horn because I got a week 1. Now this Joker beat me in a league when I first introduced him. I set up a league with people I didn't even know. This Joker somehow squeaked to the finals, and that's the year the Chargers had the bye and they sat LaDainian Tomlinson, and this Joker beat me in the finals. Now he was like 15, and he's still talking trash from that day. Here we go.
Go to week 2.
All right.
You're not over. We like neck and neck, bro. Pause.
Okay,
We right
okay.
there.
3-point difference. I'm a 3-point favorite. I'm a 3-point favorite in week 2. But here's the thing. That's what my lineup set the way it is now. Okay. And I'm not going to take anything. Like I said, any given Sunday, it is not like I have a large spread because in week 2, pretty much things begin to even out a little bit. And in week 2, what we have here is, everybody, because you got to buy. I don't know who has to buy in the second week, but week 2 is our matchup. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm going to see Mr. Sleepy Carmichael in week 2. And it's major trash talking time. Major trash talking time. So we're going to wrap up here. I want to thank my guest, Kyle Sleepy Carmichael, owner of Northside Only. All right. And everybody, let's go ahead and give him a round of applause. He got engaged this weekend. All right. Got engaged this weekend. We're going to have another wedding in the family. So we're going to see how this turned out. Now, he's saying it's going to be a small wedding. I'm not buying it. So we might have to take. We
Shit,
might
I
have to
don't know
take
what you
the
ain't buying about it. You motherfuckers buying your own plates, bitch. That's what.
Rick,
Shit.
BYOF, bring your own food to the reception.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't like people like that. Fuck them, motherfucker.
All right, we're gonna hold up here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm gonna see you again after week 1. Here we go. Good luck to everybody.
All right.
All right, my man. Appreciate it. I'll holler at you, Sleep.
Uh.
All right.